Today, I'm showing you our two-part client reporting system, weekly reports and scorecards that keeps everyone aligned and improves campaign results. So the first thing that we're looking at is the weekly scorecard. This is for a client that we've been tracking over the last few months. And generally what we do is track a few different metrics, and you can choose which metrics you like, but we chose cost per click, conversions, click-through rate, conversion rate, return on ad spend, and revenue. And the thing that's important about this is that in the blue line, we have the goal. And this was what keeps us on track week to week with understanding how we're doing regarding the progress. And then as you can see, every week we add in the metrics as they are in the account, whether that be Google Ads or Shopify. And there we can see, hey, maybe this is, a little bit high, or maybe this is a little bit low. What can we do about that? Why is this happening? And then we also do try to keep track of monthly specials here and other assessments. But basically, we just do it to maintain our consistency across the account and understand where things may be hurting and where we can improve. So this is generally the scorecard layout that we have. This has been working for us, but of course, play with your own setup and see what works best. All right, next thing is client reports. So a lot of people do this a lot of different ways, but the best way that we've found to do it is through Google Slides. Because it's simple, it's easy to update, clients really seem to respond well to it. So I'll walk you through kind of what we do here. So first thing you'll see is the date up at the top. We used to do this weekly, and now we send it out at request of the client. They have access to the link at any time though, so they can check it at any point. In this case, this is from the date range of March 1st to the 13th, since we are now internally updating on a weekly basis. And what we'll do in the top part is go over what happened last month and why, and in the future case, what happened last week and why. A few things that we check is impressions. We want to check clicks, click-through rate, conversions, and conversion value if applicable. We can always swap that out with leads as well. In addition to any sort of metrics, we'll also put anything that we see that might be of interest to the client or to ourselves. Things like demographics, locations, and maybe some interesting user data from Microsoft Clarity that we have mentioned in another video. And generally, we try to keep this short and concise, not fill it up with too much details because we're trying to take it from the perspective of the client reading it. Beyond that, what we'll have is what we will do over the next month, and this is basically our game plan over the next week, the next 2 weeks, or the next month, depending on the time frame of the report. This gives us a clear idea of what direction we need to go next, and it also gives the client an idea of what we're working on and where they can see improvements over time with the account. So some things in this scenario are demographics. We'll try out different images. We'll maybe do different descriptions, different services or product angles, things like that. And then not included here, but on our normal client scorecards is request for client. What this does is allows us to have a space to put any sort of requests for, let's say, maybe new discounts, new images, new approvals for new services, things like that, so that it's on record for the client to see that, hey, we need help with this. Of course, we'll send over a text or email though if it's more urgent. And we have put in times asking for client referrals in this section as well. So that's kind of the basic rundown of the client report structure. Like I said, we have an open link that we send to our client. They can check it at any time. And really what this does is keep accountability on ourselves internally. So when we update it every week, we can see what's happening. And it also gives transparency to the client so they understand what has been happening, what are they paying for, and what are they getting as a result. So this is a brief overview of our client scorecard and our client reports. If you have any questions about how we set it up, please feel free to drop a comment down below. And don't forget to subscribe to get more PPC agency tips like this. All right, see you in the next one.